We appear to be live. I think. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. See who shows up. Who's man enough to show up to the first ever official non-test stream. I know those who have been here for the test streams, all 30 of them, will be excited.
Again you lose. I thought you would do better than this.
Apparently I had a game
Shall
still
we
open
deal
from
again?
back when I was testing
Things
some
here are
sound
tainted.
levels, which I hope are now a little bit better. If anybody's here and you don't think the sound levels are quite where they need to be, go ahead and shout it out, let me know. Otherwise I'm just gonna play this game and be pretty bad at it, and not be able to see the squirrels emotes because I don't have any plugins installed on Firefox anymore, because I had to reformat my computer the other day and it was a enormous
She
pain.
waits for you, patient, but ultimately
And
destructive.
I never got half the stuff reinstalled, so it's a work in progress. I'm gonna see. Game volume is a little bit loud to me, so I'm gonna turn it down in here and then turn it back up in OBS. So if you yeah, it should, but you know. So once I get going here, Squirrel, if you just kind of let me know if the sound levels are okay. I've been messing with them constantly for like the last half hour, and they're probably still terrible. So just let me know in like a minute when Twitch delay catches up. Take some of these crappy weapons out, because I don't really know that there's a reason to leave them in there. Oh no, wait, I just put them in my deck because I am an idiot. Okay, sounds good. Once a game gets going, I know it seems like it can get really loud and really quiet. And sometimes it even seems like the game's volume will adjust based on whether or not I'm talking. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't get out of control one way or another. Wow, yeah, why do I have so few weapons in here? Like, weapons are great because you smack stuff with them. Scorching Zeal, super good. Mortal Whimsy is new, so it won't tell me anything about the card until I find it in the game, which is, yeah, it's interesting. And this weapon, also new, so we'll see if we can maybe come across those in our little adventure here. Go through and get rid of some of the, lesser or less interesting encounters, like metal ore. You just find a metal ore, so, and then you take it to the Holy Forge and you unlock a weapon card, but I've already done that, so I don't really see a reason to keep both cards in my deck kind of taking up space. But you know, that's just me. Maybe I'm just scum tier at this game and I don't know anything. Goblins is a stupid card. I don't like it. Mr. Lionel, not a big fan. It's nice early in the game. Actually, you know what, keep that one. Mr. Lionel will usually give you a shield if you don't have one. So it's kind of nice early in the game, but you know, once you get to a certain point, you actually get to start with a shield on every run you do. So it just doesn't really seem worth it to me to take up a card in your deck. So let's put in, I've never seen any of these before, so we'll put in a few of these. This one doesn't have a token with it, so I'm gonna be a scum, not put it in my deck, because I'm only interested in cards with tokens. You can see kind of at the bottom of the card here. I don't know if my mouse shows up on screen. Doesn't look like it, so never mind. Ignore me. I was gonna try to... But you can see towards the bottom of the card there, underneath the name of the card, you see a little token. If that is still on the card, that means you haven't unlocked the token for it yet, and basically, if you complete the card in what the game considers to be the correct way, you will earn the token. And then the token will unlock new cards for you to use in your deck. So it'll either unlock scenarios, or you can even get equipment cards, which is kind of nifty. Let's see, we'll pick one more here. This one I've seen, but I apparently failed it, so I'll put it in. This one, the river, is kind of tough. I don't know, because I did it once, and if you have medium armor, you can't complete it. And once you get to a certain point in the game, you start with medium armor by default. So I was like, you know, what am I supposed to do here? So unless you can find like a shop or something to give you a light armor, or unless you put a bunch of light armors in your deck and just happen to be able to draw one, you can't actually complete that encounter. So as of right now, I'm not going to worry too much about it. So for
the
those,
world is a game board, and us men
I don't know
and
how
women
familiar
merely
you are
players.
with the game.
I alone do not play. I maintain the rules. You have choices, and I have predestination. Your choices, though, are merely a rediscovery of that which you already know.
Okay, try not to talk over the guy, because sometimes he says stuff that's kind of cool or important. But I don't know how much you know about the game, but every level you start with a curse for that level. So this is the negative aura. So whenever you lose a curse, you also lose an item. So there are certain scenarios and shops you can go to remove curses. And so if you remove a curse while you have this curse, you lose one of your equipment items, which would be kind of bad for me because I have like all like low level stuff, so it would give me like a broken sword, and if I lose my shield I just lose it, so not really interested in doing that. Okay, so this is like the main board. You can move one square, and every square you move uses up one food. You can see in the bottom left corner I have gold, food, and health. And when I landed on the new square, my food went down by 1. And it'll also, if you're missing any health, will raise your health by 5. So that's pretty good. See, I'm trying to figure out, normally it doesn't show me all the cards on a table like this. I must have some sort of item or something that allows me to see. I think, let me check my inventory here. I know there's an item that, oh, here we go, yeah, Crown of Hindsight. So what this item does is once you reach the end of the floor, which is usually like a staircase or a pathway, something like that, once you reach it, this card will reveal all the cards on the table. So you can see if there were any cards you wanted to do. You could go back and get them. I'm actually going to go back and do most of these.
Wealth separates the highest from the lowest, and that is, in itself, a form of virtue.
Because some of these cards are important for getting items and blessings early on. So blessings are basically like global buffs. Some of them are really good, some of them are not that great, so it's kind of a gamble. So our first card here, Nobleman passes you on the road. He doesn't want to look at me because I don't have any money, so, or any items, because I think that guy normally wants to buy like a trinket from you, but I don't have any, so he can't buy it from me. This is the Maiden. She'll basically, this is like a flagship early level card. I think this is like on every first floor. You just have to find it. So she'll give you one of 4 things. You can either ask for longer life, which will increase your maximum health, which I think at this stage in the game is not really important. I think that would probably be more helpful in endless mode, because normally, like, I don't know, you either lose all your health like at once and then just can't get it back, or just, I don't know. I don't see having more health as being that beneficial. You can ask for food, which I might do. Gold, which I rarely do because she doesn't give you that much. I usually ask for a blessing, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now I get to draw 1 blessing card.
Very nice indeed.
This one is really good for a long game, because for each blessing you get, your attacks do more damage. So if I have like 5 blessings, my attacks do, 10 more damage per swing, which is pretty significant. But as of right now, since I only have 1 blessing, it's not all that great. But this is really early, so unfortunately all this backtracking is costing me a lot of food. So this card is called Devil's Choice. So you can see here, Devil appears in your path, here to test your strength. So he's going to draw 3 monster cards for me, and I have to pick one that I want to fight. And a lot of times, if you try to pick the easy one, like this one, the 2 of Scales, will only spawn 2 monsters. So if you try to pick this easy one, the devil will say, well, since you picked the easy one, I'm going to make you fight the other 2 that you didn't pick. So sometimes it's actually better to just pick either the hardest one, which would be the Queen of Dust, or, the middle one, and hope that he actually gives that to you. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Queen of Dust. And see right here. So he says, since that's who you want to fight, I'm going to make you fight the others. So in this case, I'm glad, because he just threw out the Queen of Dust card, which is a boss. So I get to fight some easier enemies here. So this is going to be our first introduction to combat. It's pretty simple. You have attack, dodge roll, stun, and a counter button. And it plays a lot like the Batman Arkham games, in terms of like, if you're about to get attacked, the little thing will show up above your head, and you just hit the Y button and you'll counter. So see there, he tries to hit me, I counter, and you can knock back projectiles with the counter button. It's kind of nice, because they will throw knives at you, like that guy just did to me. Totally hit me. If the little thing above their head is red instead of green, that means the attack they're about to do is uncounterable. So the lizard men, what you'll learn about them is when they attack you, if you counter the attack, then they will launch an unblockable attack. So you do your counter hit like this, and then you have to dodge, because they're going to hit you with an uncounterable attack. They also have shields, so you have to use a shield bash to stun them, and then you can just kind of wail on them. Even when they're on the ground, you can do like a finisher, which is pretty cool. But you see, if I try to hit him now, he just blocks everything. So you shield bash, and then you just wail on him. And I'm hoping that the microphone doesn't pick up a bunch of button mashing and things like that. I know it's kind of inevitable, but I hope it's not too loud. So I beat him, I passed the devil's test, so he gives me treasures. So I get to draw 3 gain cards, and the gain cards can have either health, gold, food, or equipment. So we'll draw one here, get 3 food, which is nice
sure you're
because I
grateful
wasted
for
a
that.
bunch of food backtracking. So this one I draw 3, get to keep one. The Fool's Gold, not that
Bandits
good.
never made good servants. Greed always came before common sense.
Basically, if you have an ability, a weapon ability, and you use it, bandits will get stunned. I don't find it that useful, especially if you go the whole game without getting a weapon with an ability. It's just not worth it. And this is the same. Using a weapon ability causes the player to be fully healed, and then the ring destroys itself. So I'm not a big fan of that, but this one, every third encounter does not consume food. This is really good, especially to get it early in the game, and especially if you're low on food
As
like
pleases you.
I am, because I just wasted a bunch. And then that last one, I just got some gold. So this is a new card for me.
Unholy creatures.
Never seen it.
I'll forgive you for arriving here once, but I hope it is the last time.
I love the... I'll say this like 100 times because it's true, but I love the voiceover from the dealer. He just has a lot of cool stuff to say, so a lot of times I'll shut up when he's talking. So, in the moonlit ruins of a long-forgotten castle, hosts of unholy creatures gather. You discover that vampires are holding secret blood auctions. Mortals are allowed to bid using their own blood. So basically, this will take some of my health. Alright, so there's a magical ring. Oh, this is expensive. This is going to be like more than half my health. I did not know it was going to be this much. I can't even pick the other 2 options because I don't even have that much health. It would kill me. So I guess I'm going to go with it. Strange creature comes to draw your blood. You got to pay even if you lose the bid. So that's not cool. So you wait while bids are taken. So now I basically have a 1 in 4 chance
Choose from these options.
of winning. And I couldn't really see where the sword card went. You can actually, if you pay close attention, follow where the cards go to an extent, but you can really only keep track of the one that gets put on top. The other ones are just kind of more of a guess. I think it might be here. I was wrong. So I lost the bid. So I lost 60 health. I do not get an item, and I assume that means I'm not going to get the token. So yeah, my guy basically runs away. So that kind of sucks, but you know, you gotta try. So now, every time I move, I will regain 5 health. So at least, you know, I'll get some back.
Caves and caverns. One cannot hope to find adventure without a little delving now.
So we're gonna go through this cave, and this basically, the caves and like the paths, they all function as the same. The stairs, they basically take you to the next level.
Your currency is spent, your memories tattered and torn, formed into mere cards for us to play with.
This game is actually pretty good, I feel like. I feel like the story might actually go somewhere. Kind of like as you're playing, he kind of reveals more about this game you're playing and more about your character. So I would like it to kind of flesh out and have like a really cool ending or something, but you know, it could also just feel like, oh well, thanks for playing the game, the end. Who knows? We'll see. I'm not there yet. So, happen upon a young wizard practicing in the forest. He greets you in a friendly manner and beckons you closer. So basically you can pay this guy for a teleportation spell, and he will warp you up to the next floor. I don't have that much gold, and I don't have that much food, so I would actually rather just check out this floor and see if I can get some encounters. excuse me, some encounters that'll get me more food and items. So these blue cards are things that the dealer puts into the deck every game. Usually they'll be like shops, and then he'll also put enemies, and then a couple like bad encounters he'll usually put on the board. But this is a shop. I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm probably not gonna pay for healing, but I'm gonna see if they're selling food. A lot of the shops will sell food. Yeah. So yeah, you can either buy like a plus health card, pretty cheap. Remove curses. This curse is really expensive to move. It's 320 gold. I only have 25. I don't think I've ever gotten to 320 gold in any game that I've played. I think the removing of curses is probably better suited for like endless mode, where you basically just keep playing and playing and playing until you die. So you want to try to remove those curses as quick as you can, or else, you know, it gets kind of tough to keep going. I don't have any items to sell, so I'm going to see. 5. So it's 1 food for 4, or 5 food for 18. Not the greatest price, but I don't want to... Running out of food in this game can be really bad, because then you start losing health every time you make a move without food. And then it just kind of seems to... you hemorrhage, because not only are you not healing from your other encounters, you're actually actively losing health. And then you have to do your encounters on top of that, and it's just... you can get kind of nasty. Alright, the lovers.
An innocent moment, never to be repeated, except here, where all of your history repeats itself until time immemorial has passed.
So this is a new card for me. You can see
Again,
it says
a
new,
token
obviously.
is at stake.
And I haven't got the token for this, so... In the town of Stiegel, you meet a man who is serenading a young lady at her window. At your approach, he stops and turns to speak to you. My love and I wish to marry and leave this town, but her father has forbidden it. He is the master of the guild, a powerful figure in Stiegel, with many armed men at his command. I saw you fighting in the arenas. Please, will you help us to escape the town, that we might live together? So this one's kind of tough, because I don't know... I assume this one you'll just walk away, and you probably won't get a token. I assume I'm supposed to offer to help. Demand payment, like, it might work, and I might get some payment, but it might have, like, a chance of failure, so I'm gonna be a nice guy, and I'm gonna offer to help. Let's see, here we go. See, he gave me a blessing instead of gold, and I think that can be more valuable. So, he wants me to meet him back here at midnight and bring whatever weapons I have, which right now is just 1.
Many
Wrath
of these
of the
blessings
old
are too
gods.
good for the likes of you.
Well, thanks, jerk. Oh, that's pretty cool. So at the beginning of every battle, a random enemy just gets hit by thunder, which I am, you know, all about that. So hours later, you return, find the young couple hiding in the shadows. Gesturing to them to be silent, you lead the way through the town. Oh, this isn't good. Oh. So I got a huge failure. I'm hoping this won't affect my ability to collect the token, but we'll see. So you don't get far before you stumble into a group of armed guards. It's my father's men. Her lover follows her, leaving you to deal with the guards, which honestly is kind of what I expected, and they're 2 really easy enemies, so I'm actually okay with this. do it. Come here. Oh yeah, dude just got wrecked by lightning. Smacked this dude in the face with an axe a few times while he's laying on the ground. My only complaint about the combat, well, not my only complaint, one of my complaints about the combat is that sometimes it can be kind of hard to tell when the guys are actually dead. Because sometimes they'll lay on the ground for like a long time. And you think they're dead, so you move on to somebody else, and then before you know it, they're getting up. Okay, so after the battle, no sign of the lovers, you quickly leave the scene. Card's token is mine.
You've earned this.
Sweet, sweet token. Alright, so I've come to the end, which means I get to see the rest of the floor.
Deeper towards our foe.
There's a new card down there, but there's also a bad encounter. So going down there would cost me like 6 food. And I don't even know for a fact that I would be able to do that encounter, so I'm just going to move on.
Once, many came to play the game. Now, it's so few. The bored, the obsessed, the weak. Some come here merely to fill their mind with anything else but their problems, with any other issue than the thing on their mind today. Is that what you're doing now?
This guy is like looking straight into my soul right now. He knows. Heroes Remains. Okay, so this one is... So the great hero fell defending the beloved town of Vandermeer. His sword and shield are powerful artifacts, but must be returned to his hometown for the proper burial rites. So you can either take it, or you can just not take it. So I'm going to take it, because I want to. So these people are grateful. So basically you get the Viking's Blade,
Take your feelings
which,
and turn them into power.
you know, you can use it if you want. I'll go and equip it just because I don't have a better weapon. And the shield, which I already have a good shield, so I'm not going to equip it. But basically you have to take it to Vandermeer and give it to his parents or somebody, I don't know. If you don't give it back, you get cursed. And the curse will like deplete half of your max HP every 5 steps, which is really bad. So there you go. After
Little
5
pleases
steps,
me more than watching your
a player
attempt to
loses
wriggle away
50%
from
of
bad
max
luck.
health. So that means I would take 50 damage. I hope that it wouldn't mean that like I lose 50 max health, but who knows. So now it's going to put this Hero's Return card, which is the second part of the quest, down on the board. And it's only a few steps away, so it should be no problem for me to get there within 5 steps. Shop. I have like no gold, so I'm just going to skip it. And here are the steps. So I get to see the rest of the board. So I see down there in the bottom left, there's a Cursed Gambler, which I think is just a bad card, so I'm going to skip it. So I don't want to go down yet, because I still have the hero stuff. And if I don't return it, I'm in for a bad time.
There has never been a hero whose end has not been thus.
So, yeah, basically it's going to give you the choice again. You can either keep it or give it back. I'm going to go ahead and return it. And return a shield. So I only get a food gain card. Kind of sucks, but then I just got 10 food, so I take it back. That's a really good draw. So now I'm gonna, excuse me, I'm gonna go back here to the left because I can see a new card. With a token on it, and I want to try to get it. So, a
Another
merchant's
chance to
favor.
discover what your heart truly desires.
So whilst browsing the wares at a trading post, you are approached by the proprietor. You look like a trustworthy sort. I'm in debt to an acquaintance in Oranshire. He's holding some items of mine as collateral. If you deliver this gold to him, an item of an equipment can be yours as payment. So I'm going to do this because, first of all, I would like to get an item. Second of all, I want this token. So, the shopkeeper makes sure the other customers have gone before lifting a floorboard and taking out a small wooden chest. You have my thanks. Please make sure all of the money makes it there safely. So he just gave me 100 gold. And I also got a heavy
The deeper
burden.
you go,
So this is the
harder
same
things become.
as the Hero's Quest. If I decide to just keep this dude's gold, I'm going to take a lot of damage. So I don't want that to happen. So then I put the second part of the quest. Oh my goodness, I don't want to go to the shop. Stop asking me. Put the second part of the quest down here where the bad card used to be. So I'm going to go to it.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
It's very ominous. Thank you. Okay, so you look like the fellow that's carrying payment for my friend across the veil. So yes, I'm going to say yes because I don't want to keep this curse. So I'm going to hand over the gold. So I can pick from any of these items. Scavenger's Cap. I want to say this one's pretty good. Whenever you get food, you basically get like 50% more food. I might want to take that. Helm of Reflection.
A coarse defense, but a valuable one nonetheless.
Alright, that's pretty sweet. So upon reflecting a projectile, the helm creates a small force explosion. I don't know if that means like around you or around the enemy that it hits. I'm thinking I might take that. The Rat Cleaver, though,
It's
is
often
good.
hard to determine the provenance of an artifact, but this cleaver was clearly forged after the first invasion.
It's interesting, thank you. So this has more damage than mine, but the real bonus here is that it does double damage against rats, which I like. And if you press the left bumper, you can do a force explosion. So I think I'm just gonna take this.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, it is what I'm gonna do. You wanna fight about it, bro? Alright. So, got a sweet sword, and I got a token. I say that's worth it. Skip the shop for like the 8th time, and then I'm gonna scurry on through the cave into the next area.
Even now, her brood gathers.
So this is a big board. Never seen one this big before, so I assume this is probably the last board.
I'm surprised to find the recollection of a closed marketplace amongst your treasured memories.
So yeah, apparently these cards are based on our memories, so that's kind of cool. So I arrived in Stiegel on market day, and people have been known to double their wealth on a good day at the markets. A market vendor is buying food today. You may offer some food, but the amount of gold you will receive is not guaranteed. I don't want to sell half my food because a couple times I've got burned by this and I didn't get very much money and I'm kind of low on food. So I'm actually going to try this. I'm going to try to steal food from the market. Oh good. So I basically have a 1 in 4 chance here. Boom, nailed it. I'm here all week. You can find me in the lobby for autographs later. So okay, so I got this get to draw 2 food cards. Got 3, 10. That is very good. So I think what my plan here is, I don't have any money. Stop giving me all these shops. My plan here, I'm gonna go around the perimeter first, and then if I have to, I'll pop up back and get the 2 in the middle. Twisted Canyon. Climb down, try to get this weapon. It's kind of an easy card for this late in the game. Got it. So this lets me draw a weapon card. So Undead Bane. Take it. I'm gonna keep my Rat Cleaver equipped. And I think you can just easily go into your inventory. Yeah. And you can change your equipment. And the reason that I'm going to keep the Rat Cleaver equipped is because I think... This is really bad because I forgot. I think I'm doing the Queen of Plague right now, which is the Rat Queen. I could be totally wrong, and there doesn't seem to be a way to check. So... I guess if I'm wrong, I'm just going to be an idiot. So, I'm going to go to Maze of Traps. This is, in my opinion, this is pretty easy. Basically just navigate this maze, try not to get killed like an idiot. And you get some treasure at the end. And I'm all about that. Because I have like no gold. I've, like, seriously, I don't know how I've gotten so little gold through this whole stinking map. So basically these traps, this bush on my left probably has a trap in it, so I'm not gonna touch it. There's gonna be, you see these little runes in front of me? Yeah, if you step on them, you're gonna have a bad time. So basically you just want to make sure that you don't touch any of those like bushes, because they almost always have traps in them. And then these little cobblestones here, you can see if they have like lit up runes, they're gonna have arrow traps. And this is just your spike trap here. Yeah, see? Try to get me. Gotta wake up earlier than that. There's actually a few layouts for this. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. This one's pretty good, actually. So far I haven't taken any damage, which usually means that I am just about to take damage. I'm gonna go mad dash here. Yeah. Alright, so I made it all the way through without getting hit. Which is nice. It's not a big deal if you do. You basically just lose a little health. Oh, I only get 1 gain card? It's kinda lame. 10 gold per blessing. Well, I got 2 blessings, so that's 20 gold. I guess that's really not that bad. So after you take the chest, the traps turn off and you just get to leave. Oh, here we go.
I prefer not to play at chance. I only contend with the most serious of games.
So I've never seen this card. This is specific to this board, I think. This is a blue card, so that means it's part of the dealer's deck. So let's see what goes on here. Old tavern at the edge of a dark forest. You meet a gambler. Care to try your luck at the cards? Yes. With a wicked gleam in his eye. Like, I almost want to decline, but I feel like it's like a trap answer. And if I pick decline, like, I'll just get attacked. So I'm going to accept. Even though I'm probably going to lose everything I have. So he grins, sits down, making you uneasy. The stakes are this: if you win, I'll give you something from my collection of magical items. If I win, then I'll curse you instead. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, because I only got a 1 in 4 chance here. Oh, but I followed it. And no, I didn't. I'm terrible. So... Oh, since I've been such a good sport, you'll let me choose the curse. You are too nice. You know, heavy arrows is actually...
The Black Deck delivers again.
You know what? You don't need to be talking about the Black Deck, alright? Player takes extra damage from ranged attacks. Heavy arrows, I think this means they,
More than anything,
yeah, they
I
go
am
slower,
proud of my array of curses.
but they do more damage. So I'm just gonna do this, because it's not that big of a deal. Would I like to play another round? You know what? Yeah. Yeah, I would. Why not? Actually, I can think of a lot of reasons why not. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's see. He's got some magical equipment. Mortal Whimsy. This is a new
Why
weapon.
have just one weapon when you can have them all?
Yes, I agree. This random weapon randomly takes the properties of a different weapon each combat. So that's really cool. But I already have the weapon I want for this mission. And I don't want to risk getting like a crappy weapon, because it could just be like an axe. In which case, you know, that sucks. So I'm just going to keep mine. So this guy, if I give him half my food, which is like 9, that's a lot of food, he'll give me 2 blessings. So let's see, how many? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have to unveil every card. I'll need 12 food to get through the rest of this. Sorry, I shouldn't have blown the mic there. I really usually like to do this because getting 2 blessings can be really good. And I have that 1 blessing that gives me more damage per blessing. And you know what? There's a shop down there. So you know what? We're gonna YOLO roll it and hope that I get the huge success.
A choice. Select your desire.
I got a regular success, so this means I get 1 blessing instead of 2. I would have rather had 2.
The gods look upon you favorably.
So after your first chance card, you may return the card and draw again after shuffling. So this basically means on those little deals where it has like the 4 cards with the sword, which is the success, and the skull, which is the failure. If you pick the wrong one, you can choose to reshuffle and try again, basically. So basically it's a second chance. It's a pretty good blessing. So here is the Queen of Plague.
Combat even I have waited to see.
So I was right.
Majestic.
This is Queen of Plague, which is the Rat Queen, so I was smart to keep the Rat Cleaver equipped. And now I'm not going to have to worry about food because I'm already at the end of the level. So, Queen of Plague. The Queen Rats have great skill with their spears and are accompanied by a totem that spreads their toxic, damaging filth. The Rat Queen can birth thousands of her foul kind, protecting them with her prodigious spear skills. So...
let us stake a token on their foolishness.
I think I can kill the totems, but they're usually kind of well protected. And it's probably going to be spewing poison cloud, so I am probably going to want to try to deal with it as quick as I can, but I assume she's going to be right next to it. So, maybe easier said than done. So we got the Queen, and then we got a 4 Plague. Which basically is going to be 4 other rats. Alright. Well, I got the right weapon for the job, so... So I just did my special ability where I did the explosion. Oh jeez, what is this? Got some sort of electromagnet. No! Let me go. Oh, she's drop kicked me. Like a boss. Oh. Wow, this boss is actually kind of cool and kind of tough. I really want to kill this stupid... okay, that thing's gone. So so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, I'm gonna come over here. Stun. Oh, she's dead. Well, that was, yeah, the Rat Cleaver is really good because it does double damage. And then I had the Blessing that gave me bonus damage, so I was dealing a lot of damage
The
per
rat
hit.
kind will not easily recover from this loss.
So-
1 million half-orphaned rats will fall upon you like a tide of horror.
Wow.
Why do you still play? Why can't you walk away?
Got kind of dark there. So now at the end of the game, you get to look at the tokens that you earned for completing cards. So for helping the lovers, I got this, which is another scenario. So basically, usually when you complete a scenario, it will either give you another scenario or an item. And if it gives you another scenario, it's usually something related to the scenario you completed. So I completed the arena, which unlocked the lovers, and I helped the lovers escape from the Guildmaster. So now I have a card called the Angry Guildmaster, so I assume he's going to be mad, and I'm going to have to fight him, and then hopefully I'll get like a sweet, like, guild armor. Who knows? We'll see. So here's another token for delivering the gold. The Food Wagon. So this looks like it's going to be another fetch quest. And this is my reward for defeating the Queen of Plague. So let's see. I get a Thunder Strike, which looks like a lightning mace, which I am totally okay with. Heavy Armor, which is going to give me more defense, but you usually move slower. And it will also affect you in certain scenarios. So the Emperor's Jewel looks like a trinket that I have no idea what it does, so we'll see. King of Skulls, that's basically just the next level. And then I get a shop card. And Fire in the Deep. It's pretty ominous.
I have only begun to challenge you.
So he apparently has only begun to challenge me. It's pretty cool.
The kings are woken and will not be laid to rest.
So apparently the kings are woken and will not be laid to rest. So I've been told. I mean, so yeah, the next level is going to be the King of Skulls, which I have a pretty sweet weapon that is good against the undead if I can get it. We'll see. So these are the curses that I'm going to start with. Minus 10 max health whenever the player gains a new curse. That's not good. And weak wrist. Performing a prone attack inflicts 5 damage to the player. I don't know what a prone attack is. I might Google that real quick. But it might be like when you're attacking someone who's laying on the ground. Not sure. But that's my guess, if I had to make a guess. So I see got a couple people in here.
It has been called the game of eternity that we play. I didn't think that meant you'd take forever to make a decision, mind.
Wow, this guy got jokes. All right then. So I see I got some people in here. I see some of you haven't said anything, so you're lurking around, which is a-okay. I will not call you out unless you want me to. But then you won't be lurking anymore, so I'll go ahead and let you guys lurk in peace. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the game. So I'm gonna take a break here, just for a couple of minutes. Get up, stretch my legs, grab a drink. But I hope you're enjoying the game. This game, I think, flew under a lot of people's radar. It was kind of well known for its Kickstarter and everything, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of people are going to overlook it because they don't know what it is. because it's a really hard game to classify. Because they see cards, right? And they think, oh, it's a collectible card game. And yeah, there's some aspect of that going on. You are collecting new cards. But that's really not the focus. I think the focus is the kind of the choose your own adventure style, for the scenarios, which I think is kind of fun, personally. I know some people probably aren't into that, and so I do understand this game's not for everybody. I also kind of, one of the biggest downsides of this game, I would say, is the price. It's $25 on Steam. I got it when it first came out. It was on sale for $20, which I feel like I've gotten, at least, if not more, than $20 worth of gameplay out of it, enjoyment, whatever you want to call it. There's also an endless mode, which I will probably not play until I beat the full game, because I did try it out just to see what it was like, and because I wasn't very far in the game, the cards start recycling really fast, because it basically takes all your cards and puts them into one massive deck. So since I didn't have that many cards, they were all just showing up over and over again. It wasn't that much fun. So I decided I'm just going to wait till I'm done with the campaign mode, and then I will start the endless. But yeah, I feel like the price will turn a lot of people off, because $25 for something they don't really know what it's all about is kind of a big ask. So I feel like I would be comfortable recommending this game at like a price point of, I don't know, somewhere around $10 to $15, depending on like how big of a fan you are of something like the choose your own adventure, because I feel like that's the main part of the game. The combat is fun, it's fine, it's functional. It is nothing to write home about, though. It's not like the best action slasher that I've ever played. If that's what you're looking for, I would recommend something like Shadow of Mordor, or the Batman Arkham series. Not Arkham Origins, because the game is trash. But Arkham City, really good. Arkham Asylum, pretty good. Arkham Knight coming out, hopefully, will be really good. But something like that, I think, would probably scratch your itch a little more. So yeah, because that's what I felt like. I felt like the trailer for this game really showed off like the combat and stuff like that. And that's really just, I feel like the combat is more there to kind of write the story a little better. Like, it's, you're taking on these generals, basically, and it's just there to make it more fun, instead of you just drawing like cards to say whether you attacked or defend, because I feel like that's probably what they were originally going to do, and then they maybe thought, this is a little bit dry, a little bit monotonous, so they threw this combat system on, and I think that it works for, displaying the combat in like a more fun and actiony type way, and it kind of breaks up the monotony of the game. So in that sense, I think the combat is fine and functional, but it is not by any means the highlight or focus of the game. So those are just kind of some of my thoughts on the game. If you wanted them, if you didn't, that's tough, because I gave them to you anyway. But yeah, like I said, getting a little parched, so I'm gonna take maybe about 5 minutes here, and I'm gonna just get up, move around a little bit, and get a drink, and then I'll be back, and we will be taking on the King of Skulls in the next level. So I will be back. Stick around. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Okay. 4 minutes. Alright. I beat the clock. Beat the clock challenge. Next person has to take their break in less than 4 minutes, or else I get a chance at the title. So, pull up the right screen here. Caesar, you still with me, buddy? I know you're here. I don't know if you actually have the stream running, or if you shut it off because you're still getting buffering. Sure, you're gonna hear a lot of my clacka from the mechanical keyboard here. I'm not gonna apologize because it's my right to have a noisy keyboard. And you need to respect that. Well, confirmed. Caesar is dead. May he rip in peace. Sorry he had to go. He's a nice guy. I think Squirrel also left and is also dead. But that's okay, because I'm still here. Your buddy Big Pharma, in the first ever Big Pharma Super Stream. I'm gonna go ahead and, before I get started again, give myself another shameless plug on Twitter by tweeting out the stream, even though I'm pretty sure no one will see it, but that's okay. You know, it makes me feel good. Makes me feel good about myself. So, you know, let's find something clever to say, like, I'm live with Hand of Fate. And then just come join us. We're lonely. Etc. And then I'll go ahead and put the Twitch address. Tweet that out to all 6 of my followers, which are probably, you know, already in here. I'm just gonna confuse Caesar here by talking to him both on stream and in chat, because of the chat delay. Once I get going again, I'll probably stick mostly to talking to you in stream, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, still buffering. That is poop. I really I might be able to downscale it a little bit. I don't know if that'll hurt the resolution too much though and make the game look bad. Well, let's try it. Let's try it. These settings will be... Oh, I have to stop the stream for that to work. Kinda lazy. Okay, well I'm gonna wait for word from Caesar he's still having trouble. Kinda wish there was more people here to tell me if they're having buffering problems. Because if it's something on my end that I can fix by maybe lowering the quality a little bit, you know, I hate the idea of losing quality because, you know, I'm all about that quality. Okay, so you're having problems with other streams too. Hold on a sec, I'm gonna mute the mic so you don't hear the click-a-clacka. Okay. Yeah. You know, you probably could. Like, if you're really good with, like, electronics, you can make, like, one of those potato batteries and then charge, like, your iPod and then mount it onto, like, a potato salad sandwich, which would, like, boost the Wi-Fi signal, and then, you know, ipso facto, you're streaming, buddy. So, okay, so, you know, my apologies go to Caesar. I'm sorry it's not working. I'm sorry the stream's not working for you. I really want to, you know, just make it work for you, buddy. But, thanks either way for coming out. I hope that you can stop back after you get some food in you and check out the stream. And hope it works then. We, in the meantime, are going to soldier on. I'm going to take one quick drink here. I'm going to mute my mic so you don't hear me gulping like a savage. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Okay. Yeah, I was an idiot and I started the stream without having anything to drink within arm's reach. So, you know, lesson learned. It's my first time. Please hold your applause. Okay, so we're gonna get back to it. I'm gonna do at least one more level of this. Then after that,
The
I
undead
might.
king. In life, he was strong. In death, he's unstoppable. Your road will end here, I suspect.
Wow, this dude has no faith in me. What a jerk. But yeah, I'm gonna do at least one more game of this, because I'm having some fun here. After that, depending on how I feel about the game, like if it makes me rage quit or whatever, I may either do one more level of this after, or I may switch to. I recently purchased the Witcher Adventure board game. And I know that sounds thrilling, but I actually did have some fun with it yesterday, even though I lost like almost every game because I didn't quite understand the rules. I'm still learning it, but I'm getting there. Oh, no worries, man. No worries, Squirrel. It's cool that you're lurking. SML2, Super Mario Land 2, I assume. Super Marissa Land, Super Marmoset Land? I don't know. You're playing some sort of land and the second iteration of it. So that's cool. Hope it's going good for you. So okay, so we're playing a new level, which means that the boards are going to be longer, which means that we need more cards. So in this game, you can either have it do automatic, so it'll pick stuff for you, or you can do your own. I am gonna go ahead and I usually do automatic and then I kind of tinker with it, but I find that it always just puts in like a lot of stuff that I don't like, so I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm trying to be smart about this. Okay, so there's no reason almost whatsoever to not put your best weapons in. Like, once you get good weapons, there's really no reason to come back and put, like, swords and crap in there. I guess you could make the argument that, it's more expensive at shops to buy the more expensive items. But, I mean, you know, whatever. Most of the items I get are from encounter cards anyway. So, you know, forget about it. I really like some of these hats. But the game lets you start with a hat now, and so I feel like having so many in my deck is kind of a waste of a deck. So I'm going to take this out. Fool's Gold I don't like. Keelan Cap I like. Reflection. This one does more damage against lizardmen, so I'm going to keep that. This one. Oh, son of a... Okay. Hits on the player have a chance of creating a magical shield. That's kind of cool. I'll keep it. I don't think I've ever... It says I've had it, but I don't remember having it. But I'll take the game's word for it, because, you know... Whatever. Ring of Justice. Take that out of there. I thought I took that out of there. Get out of here. Stop putting yourself in my deck. War Cry. Never used this one, so let's put that in there. That's an artifact. Which basically you can activate like once per battle, and then the little number on the bottom, like the 5 or the 8, I think represents how many total uses of the item you can have. Because they used to think they were infinite, and so I was just like spamming them every battle, and then I found out they weren't, and I was kind of mad about it, because then I really needed them and I didn't have them because I wasted them. I still need 3 more. Okay, Great Helm of Reinforcement. Well, that sounds pretty good. So I'm gonna use it. Trying to get the stuff that I've never used before in my deck, so that, because like if you inspect it, it'll say that you've never seen it, so you can't see what it does. So I want to put it in my deck just so I can see what it does, you know? Let's get some knowledge here, do some science. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Is this a shield? Okay. Well. Alright, so the Berserker armor. Every hit you sustain increases... You know what? I'm going to get rid of it. And here's why. Because for every hit you sustain, you get more speed and more damage. I don't get hit. Because I'm like too good. So I'm going to take it out. I'm going to put this sweet shield in there. Because it looks cool. And hopefully, like the Emperor's Jewel, like hopefully the special ability is that you hit them in the jewels and then they drop actual jewels, which you collect for money. I'm just spitballing here, but that's, you know, if I were making the game, that is what the card would do. Okay. So my encounters. I'm going to take the Devil's Choice out, and I'm going to put the Devil's Wager in, which I think is like the second form of the card. So. Oh, jeez. It's happening. What's happening? I'm losing frames. I'm dropping frames. Okay. We're good. The frames are stabilized. I think I got a message on Steam, and I think that the game was like, excuse me, I'm going to just go ahead and borrow all your frames for a sec here. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to put the Devil's Wager in, because it's a new card. Charity 2. I feel like this is going to be kind of a continuation of like the old Hermit, and he's going to want my food or my money. But he'd probably give me something, right? He has to. Or else I'll just like get mad. Wow, this Geno guy coming in here like firing shots after he sends me a Steam message and makes my stream drop frames. And I just read that message, and I'm not going to read it out loud because of reasons, but I think that's hilarious. Geno will get it. The rest of you won't, but that's okay. Alright, so there's a couple of these. Devil's Carnival. I've tried this like 10 times. And I don't know if I can't figure out how to get the token, or if I just can't like physically pick the right card. But you know, we're going to try it again. And Angry Guildmaster. Put that in there. It's a continuation of the, I'm gonna take this guy out because he's trash in this. And this one I already completed, so I'm gonna take that out. What else? Stranger in the Shadows. Oh, so this guy basically, he's a vampire and he'll pay you money for your blood. What else? Let's put some new ones in. Oh, scroll faster. Not gonna put the river in because again, like you have to have light armor, and if I don't have light armor, I'm gonna be mad if I get that card. So we'll do warning signs. Food wagon. And Demon Trader. Let's do it. Alright. So we got our decks made. Decks in a pond. So now we are ready to start game. So we're going to be taking on the King of Skulls.
Longer ago.
Excuse me.
In those many years, I have only now begun to
So he's putting a lot
understand.
of bad cards in here for me. I'm not a big fan of that. But we'll see what happens. Saw him dropping those pain cards. It's like the Brock Lesnar of Hand of Fate. It's bringing the pain. He's also
King of
making a new
Skulls,
t-shirt
the
every
last
week.
of the undead have slipped from my grasp. You are the first to come close to him.
So I'm the first to come close to the King of Skulls. Apparently, according to this guy, I assume he would not lie to me. So that means that everyone else who owns this game is worse at it than me. So, you know, at least I got that going for me. So yeah, I got a really good weapon that's good against the undead. So I'm hoping I can
is one
find
of the
it.
players in our great mystery. Yet here he lies, dead and unforgiven. His time is now long past.
So yeah, Dead King's Hall. Okay, I think I can get some sweet treasure if I do this right. So it's going to draw 2 monster cards, right? And if I attempt to... If I sneak away, I think I just leave and don't get anything. If I attempt to take them by surprise, I'm going to do this little thing here. This little dipsy doodle and hope I pick the... Oh, fudge. Okay, so basically if you get the success, you get to knock off one of these cards. These enemies are easy enough, and I'm familiar with them enough, that I don't really care. I'll just kill them. It ain't no skin off my scrote. I'm just hoping I'm not in a place with a ton of traps, because that seems to always jam me up. Is because I'm not paying attention to the traps. Yeah, I see an arrow trap there. Alright. So that skeleton, like, has a gun, which is straight up cheating, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, get wrecked. Oh, hit him while he's down. Counter that guy. Oh. So these skeletons have shields, which is annoying because they block, so you gotta shield bash them. Okay, I really want to kill these guys with the muskets. So they're shooting me, and you cannot block musket shots. You can block throwing knives, but you cannot block muskets. But you know, technically doesn't make sense in a physical world, but it's the rules, man. You gotta play by the rules. So either way, you still get your 3 game cards. Equipment. Oh, the Mortal Whimsy.
I
Okay.
see you trust a chance to deliver you. Very well. Play on.
So I got this last time, and basically this weapon is like Sharad from Soul Calibur 2. He will take on the random properties of a weapon from the game. And I didn't take it then because I had a better weapon, but now I don't. So I'm going to take it.
Are you sure that's the right approach?
Yeah, it's the right approach. Stop doubting me. Some gold, some food. Overall pretty good. Okay. So this guy is going to offer to teleport me. I don't want to pay him, so I really should have, like, I thought I took that out of my deck so I wouldn't have to see it anymore, but apparently I didn't. So, treasure chest. Exploring a dungeon, you see a treasure chest at the end of a hall. Chests may hold great wealth, but the chamber may be trapped. That's pretty dangerous. I'm gonna approach it. I tried to follow him, and I didn't do a good job, so I think it's here. Yeah, okay. The hall is silent. You approach the treasure chest. Treasure chest looks battered, but it's still intact. What treasure might it hold? I'm gonna try to pry it open. I'm gonna try to watch the failure one. Nope. No. Okay. So in that case, like when there's 1 failure and 3 successes, I usually try to follow the failure and then just not pick that one, but I lost it. So I just picked one of the ones that I knew was a sword. 4 game cards. Oh. Sweet sassy molassie. We are money in the bank right here.
I'm sure you're grateful for that.
So we put all money. I would have liked to have maybe gotten an equipment card, but money, you can't, you know, can't be mad. Okay, so the marketplace I have done before, so I'm not going to go back for it because I think it's a waste of food. It's a pretty sweet drawing of a ferry, like F-E-R-R-Y, a boat, as you have it. It's pretty cool, like it's tied to the tree, and there's like a rope, like a guide rope. That's pretty sweet. You don't see that these days, because, you know, we have cars and bridges. But if we didn't, you bet I would have one of those in my backyard. Alright, next leg of our adventure.
Previously, I had underestimated you. Then, I resented you for destroying my minions. Now, however, I cannot lose. Either way, a great annoyance is dealt with.
So, like, this guy pretty much just said I'm annoying?
Hungry mouths. War leaves nothing else.
Okay, so this lady is gonna ask for food. The winter was hard. She doesn't have enough food. I have quite a bit, and I have a feeling I can get more. So if I give her 2, I think she will show me the map, like the rest of the cards on the ground. She'll flip them over so I can see what they are, so I can decide where I want to go and what I want to go to. If I give her 5, I feel like I get something... Oh. I see. That's interesting. I'll have to get some details on that later. But yeah, anyway, if I give the woman 5, I think she'll show me the map and she'll give me something, like maybe a blessing. So I'm gonna go for it. So she takes my food, passes it to some of her children who rush out from the forest. Like, it's kind of creepy, but all right. So you've given us enough food to survive the winter. She retrieves a sack from behind the bush. This was my husband's before he died. So I get a gloves card. It's fine. I don't really want it, but I'll take it because I don't have one. Killing an enemy launches 3 magic missiles. I find this like rarely ever hits anything, but like I said, I don't have gloves, so I'll take it. So while the children eat, the woman speaks at length of what she has seen and heard recently. So yeah, so she's gonna show me the other cards. So I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna go up to the canyon. Is a really easy card, and you get a weapon. And I'm kind of hoping I can get the Undead Bane weapon. So I'm gonna make my way
now
up there.
You have reached a point from which the path ahead is unclear. What will be your solution?
Which really sucks, because I'm gonna use a lot of food going up there. And now I don't have a lot because I gave it all away. So I can pray to the old gods for salvation or wander aimlessly. I have no idea which one of these is like the good one, so I'm just gonna... Oh boy. So I pretty much lost that immediately. So I'm just gonna pick one at random. Oh, not good. So my prayers go unanswered and you are shot by an arrow. Wow, it's like you pray and you get shot. That's pretty rough. So you look up, you see bandits. So I'm gonna get a health pain card. Oh, 6 of plague and a jack of plague.
I will curse you, and I will
What?
make you suffer.
That is rough, man.
The pain returns. I'm sure you thought you'd seen the back of it.
Okay, I don't know why I lost 20 there. I assume it has something to do with one of my curses. I'll look after this battle. Because it was only a minus 10 health pain card. Okay, so my random weapon is the huge hammer, which is good. Because you can do this. Oh, get wrecked, idiot. Okay, so these rats, I hate them because when you kill them, they leave poison clouds behind, which will do damage over time, obviously. Also, I hate them because they are wrecking my business right now. Okay, the magic missiles are actually doing work for me, so I take back every bad thing I ever said. Oh, see, I'm standing in the poison cloud, and I'm gonna die. I am gonna die for sure. Oh, he's throwing so many knives at me. So yeah, I'm dead. That was rough. Like, I did not...
Death in the realm of skulls is unwise.
I did not think that encounter was going to be that bad.
Takes yours, and the battle is ended. Try again.
Because those enemies typically aren't that hard, but man, they overwhelm me, and that poison damage, though,
Your victories may have made you complacent.
kind of did me in. So I'm going to try it one more time. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out why that card did -20 to me instead of -10. Because the curses I have, these are the curses: Corrupted Soul, Weak Wrist. They don't say anything about doubling pain cards, which is what that damage was done from, so I don't know why
Once more the king howls for your flesh.
I got hurt so bad. But either way, I got wrecked during the battle, so... Oh, okay.
What brings
I think
you
maybe-
to play the game?
I don't know.
I know you will not tell me. Like all the rest, you are silent.
Okay, so are the Dead King's Hall. Taken by surprise. Wrecked. I'm so bad at picking these things. And I don't want to say anything about these enemies being easy, because last time I said that, I got destroyed. So these enemies are tough. Actually, they kind of are, because everything is going to have a shield. And everything is going to want my face dead. What? Who is shooting fireballs? You kidding me? Okay. This fireballs and musket garbage has officially been canceled by me. Alright, we're making some progress. Oh! He's breathing fire all up in my business. Okay, so fortunately, the Jack of Scales, this big lizard, just did a tail smash, which is an area effect, and he basically killed all the other things. He killed the skull, and he killed the fire breather. So, this guy's my best friend right now. So I'm gonna treat him as such by smacking him in the face. Oh, I should have countered. Stun, dodge roll. Oh, get away. So yeah, these, ooh, got him. The lizard guys have a nasty tendency to do unblockable counterattacks. So, gets kind of tough. Some gold. 10 food is super good. And 15 gold. Alright. Treasure chest.
Choose from these options.
Oh, I suck. So I move carefully, but I hear a click. The room begins to fill with a deadly gas. Crap. So I'm gonna try to escape, but this doesn't look good for me. Oh, I did it. Mom, get the camera. Alright, so I dive through the billow of clouds, reach the other side safely. Oh, I still get to go to the chest. That's cool. Looks tattered, but still intact. I'm gonna pry it open, because I play by my own rules. Alright, so I watched the skull, and I knew where it was, so I picked something that wasn't it. 4 game cards. Gold. Draw 2, keep 1 from the armory. Rat Cleaver and Mage's Mask. Okay, so the Rat Cleaver, you know what, after last time getting destroyed by those rats, guess what? Taking it. Taking it and keeping it. Dude, the gains are real. Okay, so I just got 10 gold per blessing. Unfortunately, I have 0 blessings, so I got 0 gold. That card kind of sucks. It's hard to count that as a gain.
A curse. We can only hope.
Alright. A curse. We can only hope. Hanged Man. One day, while traveling through the forest, you come across a man hanging by his ankle. You inquire about his... Inquire? E-N? Is... Like, okay, so I'm not, like, super good at spelling, but I feel like that should be I-N. But I'm not gonna, like, make that bold-faced claim, because I might be wrong. But anyway, so I'm inquiring about his current predicament. He explains that he does not want any help. I have accepted the destiny that fate has decreed for me, just like you should accept yours. So I get 1 blessing and 1 curse, which normally not that bad, but I have those curses that do damage if I get more curses.
Useful.
But Guardian Angel is like top tier, like S tier, possibly God tier blessing. Because when they do those 4-card Monty things, if I pick the wrong one, I basically can like shuffle again and try again. So, you know, Haunted. Whenever the player purchases a new item, they gain a curse. So that is garbage. I hate it. And then I just lost 10 max health because of the previous curse that I have, which is Corrupted Soul minus 10 whenever you get a new curse. So that's why. Oh, alright. I was kind of hoping this would be the exit.
Will you make the same choices as you did before?
I don't know, because I don't remember what I chose before. Oh, this guy basically wants to have me run some gold somewhere for him, and then I get to keep an equipment. And I feel like... yeah, he's grateful. I feel like I didn't get a choice there, or I just wasn't reading it.
That particularly painful. Ingenious, don't you think?
So yeah. Oh my goodness, that counts as a curse. That sucks. I don't like this card. Luckily, the return is right next to me, so I'm just immediately going to take a step to my left and get my reward. So I give him the 100 gold that the guy owed him. And he's like, thank you, you can claim a piece of gear. I was holding his collateral. So, alright. Alright. So I know I took the rat weapon, because I have to fight a bunch of rats. But I'm also going to be fighting the King of the Undead. So I feel like taking the Undead Bane would be super good.
Cut them where it counts, then finish them.
So this one's pretty good. You can inflict like basically basically marks them. So you hit left bumper and it'll mark them, and then you hit them and it does more damage. But I think that kind of sucks, so I'm not gonna take it. Definitely gonna take Undead Bane. Sorry, Rat Cleaver. I guess I keep the Rat Cleaver and I can equip it if I want, but.
Roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth.
I think I'm just gonna stick with the
Did you
Undead
expect
Bane.
me to tell your fortune? No.
Oh,
A
so
fortune teller
I
is at their
immediately
most base
found
and
the exit.
despicable when they begin to believe their own lies.
I'm
course,
tempted to just like
I
leave.
am different. My powers are
I have
genuine.
so much food that I feel like I owe it to myself to go to at least one of these.
An encounter with the devils of the night. Perhaps not your last.
So in your dreams one night, you were summoned to a fiery pit and greeted by a demon. I sense you have some spiritual aura about you. I am willing to trade you a magical item for it. So I would have to give him 1 blessing in order to get a trinket, which is probably either a ring or an artifact. And like, I really want to get the token for this card, but the only blessing I have right now is the super good Guardian Angel, and I'm not giving that up. So, sorry, buddy. So, he flicks me into the fiery pit, and I wake up from a fevered dream. I'm gonna go this way. The altar.
It must be nice to be unpredictable. I am as bound by the rules I've written as you are.
Okay. Deserted hilltop, faraway land. You discover an old altar. The gods of old religion are powerful, yet unpredictable in their favors. So basically, if I hit yes, I'm gonna get either a curse or a blessing. So I'm obviously hoping for a curse here. So with the guardian angel, this is basically I can either confirm or redraw, but I got the best outcome, so I'm going to confirm it. So I get a blessing. Toxic blood. Now this one,
that a little too powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
Shut up. Okay, so this one basically is thorns. If someone hits you, they get poisoned. So that sucks. I kind of wish this demon trader would let me trade a blessing now, because I have one that I don't want. But such is life. We're gonna move on to the next area here. Catch the sweet fairy.
At their heart, all games are about power, are they not? The acquiring of power, the retaining of power, and most importantly, the use of power.
Has anyone else seen this humongous spider on the left side of the screen? Because I'm not a fan. Okay, so I'm getting kind of tired of it giving me levels that are like L-shaped like this, because then I can't get to all the spaces because I have to keep backtracking. So this guy wants half my food. Oh, but the blessings could be so strong. Let's do it. Try to get the huge success. I got the failure, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit B to redraw, because that's not good. Oh my goodness! This game hates me! Oh.
I hope that is the curse that ends your quest.
This game. So basically now I'm gonna lose gold every time I heal, and I lost half my food. And now this guy's gonna want to suck my blood for money, and I'm just gonna say no because I lost 30 maximum health already, and that's not good, man.
With only 3 food, you'd better hope to finish this quickly, or hunger will finish it for you.
Well, guess what, buddy? I just found a shop, so I'm gonna buy food here. Get wrecked, idiot. So, okay, I really want to buy items here, but I got that card where if I buy items, I will get cursed. And I have the curse where if I get cursed, I will lose 10 health. This is such a bad run right now. Well, that's kind of cool. The helmet upgrades your armor a whole class, so from light to medium, medium to heavy. Emperor's Jewel, 1 free artifact used per combat. So it's nice to know what this does, and it looks cool, but I have no artifact, and I have no desire to buy an item right now. So we're just going to buy 10 food, 30 gold. That is a good deal. IMO. And, you know what? I'm not going to use this gold to buy items, so might as well buy food. This way I don't run out again. Alright, took a little drink there. Maze of Traps. Alright. I'm good at these. So by saying that I'm good at them, of course that means it's going to give me a hard one and I'm going to get hit like 5 times. I used to think that you got like 2 or 3 gains for this, but I feel like last time I did this I only got 1. So I'm kind of thinking it might be about time to remove this from my deck. That sword is sweet. So these things are gonna shoot at me. And I got hit. Perfect. Nailed it. Alright. Okay. Alright, that's better. Ooh. Just dove right into that spike bat. Oh, get wrecked. Alright, you know what? I got hit one time. That's not bad. I'm okay with it. Oh, 3 gains. Okay. No, that's good. 30 gold.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Equipment. Oh, and then, see, I just got that thing that I just didn't buy. So now I got it for free. There's no reason not to take it, because it does the exact same thing as my other shield. And it also gives me that free artifact use. So if I get one later, which I just got an equipment and just got an artifact. So Spirit Walk. During combat, you press right bumper and you become basically invincible. And you just run around. And then once you attack, you become visible again. So I might save that for... Well, actually, no, I got a free use. So I'm going to try that out, because I don't know if that means it won't count towards the total number of uses, or if it means that it won't count towards a cooldown. So we'll toy around with it. The hero of Embertown, he's going to be mad because I have an artifact. So, you come across an injured adventurer whose battered and bloodied armor tells you he's seen combat. Ask him about his troubles. Yeah, I figured. As you approach, his eyes are drawn to your artifact. I've always wanted that, he yells as he lunges forward. Yeah, you know what? I don't like his tone. I'm gonna fight him off. Whoa! Super fast. And I failed. Like... This game, dude, it hates me. Wow. Wow. So he knocks me to the ground, kicks my weapon into the forest. Defenseless, you can do little to stop him from taking your artifact and gold. Well, later you manage to find your weapon. Well, at least I got my weapon back. So I just lost my artifact and all my gold. So,
Were you hoping this was the end?
GG no re, I guess.
Another floor awaits.
And another floor awaits, apparently. So
Do you
yeah,
understand what it is we
There's
do
that.
now? Or did I rush you through the rules, pushing you into the play before you were prepared?
so this is a traveling tinkerer. It's basically a different type of item shop. I think he sells artifacts. But I have 0 money. So, skip. The Angry Guildmaster.
Everything
Okay.
is light or darkness, and our prince straddles the borders.
So basically what happened in the last episode is that there was a pair of lovers, and they wanted to get married, but the girl's dad is the Guildmaster, and he doesn't like the guy. He's like, this dude is trash. I don't like him. So the girl and the guy were like, dude, help us get out of here, and we'll give you like some cool stuff. So, I helped him, and I got some cool stuff. Now the Guildmaster is angry. He's salty. So, we're gonna see what he wants. Also, hello to Midnight Maniac 13. Thanks for coming to the inaugural Big Pharmacy Super Stream. That's what I'm calling it now, even though it's just like me and like 2 people. You know, self-fulfilling prophecy. You gotta plan big. So to answer your question, I am playing story mode right now. I am fighting this level, the King of Bones. So I'm getting
For
close
eons I have waited for an appropriate player.
to the end of the game.
It seems there are more eons ahead.
And then this guy is gonna get like super salty and impatient because I'm trying to talk to people. Yeah, congrats to the 3 people here that are founding members. I mean, you should really be proud. You know, actually, you know what? I got a couple of people in here. Got some lurkers. Good for you. I'm not gonna call you out because I know some people like their
I
privacy.
will happily wager on the outcome.
Like maybe you're famous.
I do not think you have what it takes.
I don't want to call you out if you're famous. If you're just trying to have some fun. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get a token for this card, which is how you unlock future cards for those unfamiliar with the game. So as I'm traveling down the dark streets of Stygel, a nobleman atop a mighty steed nearly knocks me down. Is that what this picture is? Because it looks like like Robin Hood carrying a horse head. That's me. Okay. So he's a nobleman. He knocks me down. I'm gonna humbly apologize. Out of my way, peasant. He calls as he rides away. My daughter has run away with a vagabond. Oh, that's tough, dude. I'm sorry. Sorry for your loss. Oh, so apparently that was the wrong choice because he just put the token away. So, rip my token gaining experience. Midnight Maniac. You are a genius. And yes, you will get your own version of Mount Rushmore. Or possibly a Bacon Twinkie Stonehenge. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But there will be some sort of monument built in the names of you guys. Take my word for it. So here's another shop, which is perfect because guess what? I still have 0 gold. So I continue on my journey. And I have found the next floor. So all those cars over there. So I'm gonna not go yet.
All sorts of terrible things live in caves. Are you sure?
This guy makes me not want to go in the cave anyway, so I'm going to turn back. I'm going to go to this encounter. The Dark Ritual.
The more powerful the site, the more vile its trespasses.
Which, in my experience, is how you get 3 black mana for the cost of 1. So, we're going to go check the Dark
This
Ritual
token
out.
will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
So, apparently I'm searching the sacred tombs of Vandermeer, and I come across a group of skeletons conducting a dark ritual. It's pretty normal for, Sunday afternoon. Find some skeletons doing a dark rit in a, catacomb. So he's gonna deal me some monster cards. Yeah. But what these jabronis don't know is that I have the Undead Bane Sword. So they think that I'm gonna leave before they notice. And I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna approach these undead fiends carefully and then charge into their midst. How does that sound? So basically Undead Bane does bonus damage and lights skeletons on fire, and then it has an active ability that will just light every skeleton on Earth on fire. So as soon as I load in here with my sweet purple sword, I'm gonna use the ability like this. Oh yeah, get wrecked. Hurt them all. Oh yeah, it's gone a little slow down with all the fire effects. But it's totally worth it. Because these Skelebros are just... Whoa. How you like me now? I feel kind of bad because maybe these skeletons were actually good guys, and they were trying to do a dark ritual to bring back the hero of time, and I just killed him. I'm like, hey, you look evil, so I'm gonna just wreck you. Yeah, Geno, you underestimate the abilities of my Super Toastmaster Pro 3000. So, Yeah, the only time I get slowdown in this game is when there's a lot of enemies on screen, and then when I do like special effects. So like that Undead Bane sword, which lights all enemies on fire, is kind of demanding. So I'll get a little slowdown, but other than that, it's pretty good. But the other thing is too, like the battles just naturally have a lot of like slow motion and stuff like that, so it's even hard to tell. Like I could be getting slowdown, I wouldn't even know, because the game is just naturally has all these like slow motion matrix moves and stuff. So yeah, I pretty much just ruined the next Legend of Zelda. So when Legend of Zelda Wii U gets canceled next week, you can pretty much just blame me. So sorry guys, my B. Alright, so what's going on? As the last broken bone clatters to the stone floor, you realize that your intervention has come too late and the sarcophagus is slowly cracking open. Oh boy, they unleash Lunk. You quickly grab what you can from the area and flee the chamber. Well, okay. I thought maybe something bad was going to happen, but I get 2 equipment cards and the token. Healing cap. Healing cap is good. I am hesitant to take it because the Crown of Hindsight is actually really good on these floors that are kind of circular or maze-like, because they can uncover the rest of the floor. So I'm gonna keep the Crown of Hindsight. Thunder Strike.
An ancient artifact, honored in song and story.
So this is the first time I've ever got a elemental weapon, apparently. So this is a lightning weapon. Apparently even mages tremble at the sight, fearing a power beyond their ken. So, get wrecked. It does pretty good damage, and it's lightning elemental. And the lightning strike ability sounds really good, but I'm going to keep the Undead Bane weapon because of the bonus damage against the undead. Because I'm probably going to be fighting a lot of undead, seeing as I'm fighting the King of Skulls. So, it's a cool weapon though. Glad to have it. It'll be nice to have just in case I lose my current sword. Standing outside a moment later, you hear an unholy shriek that will haunt your dreams forever. That's pretty cool.
This card will unlock more cards, and then still more. You must dig deeply if you wish to discover the heart of this mystery.
Apparently I must dig deeply to discover the heart of the cards. Patent pending.
Violence and destruction
TM.
everywhere.
Copyright.
Is this the way the
All
world
rights
is
reserved. Alright, so there's a picture of a horse, and he seems to be eating all the food.